back to Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're starting February. We're starting with Trevor. And everyone's starting on the board over here. And Trevor's going to get a bonus action because he is a family member with Claire, and they're starting in the same location. And it says if you start your turn in the same city as a family member, gain 1 extra action. So basically, the white pawn is going to be Trevor, and he gets a bonus action. All right, let's begin. I think he's going to pop on over. Oh, this is tricky. I think we want him to go over here to Los Angeles, possibly. All right, we're going to zoom in over here a little bit and have him take, he's got 5 actions. Okay, for his 5 actions, his first one is to fly from this center to Atlanta. That takes 1 action. And then he's going to take a move action. His second action to Chicago. His third action to Los Angeles. His fourth action is to treat disease. He takes all cubes off the board for that because he's the medic. He's got 1 action remaining. And I think he's going to just go down here to... Or is he going to go to Lima or not? I think he's going to go back to Chicago. Get ready to go here. And Lima, we took 1 off of there. So I think we're good to go there. That's all his 5 actions, just super quick like that. Next up is he will be drawing 2 cards. And let's hope we don't get an epidemic right off the bat. Alright, he got the extra actions. He gets a couple of cards. And what does he get? He gets Miami and Paris. Ooh, cool. Alright, Paris is the place that has 3 on it currently. So we're going to add that. So now he's got actually 3 blue cards and 1 yellow. That's pretty good. You need 5 blue, if you're not the Vicky the Scientist, to cure a disease. Alright, that was very quickly Trevor's turn. Up next is Clive. So let's take a look at his abilities again. And Clive is going to be the little pinky character here. And he's got 4 actions. Let's take a look. Alright, so Clive is new to our game. He's starting in February. He can move any other's pawn as if it's your own. And as an action, you may move a pawn. As an action, you may move any pawn to a city with another pawn. So that's really cool. So he could just jettison somebody over somewhere else who want to do it. But I think we are having a little bit of a critical moment here with Paris having so many disease cubes on it. We might want to take care of that first before he starts using his special abilities. Alright, he's so the pinky colored character. So let's get to the board. He's got 4 actions. And yes, I'm paranoid about outbreaks. We don't need to worry too much over there. So we're going to take him. He's going to go 1, 2, 3 to Paris, and his 4th action is treat disease. He will take 1 cube off Paris, just because we don't want an outbreak here. And now I think we have pretty much the board under control as far as outbreaks happening. Yeah, and we also... Oh, hang on, what am I doing? He could go to Essen for 1. So he would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3. You know what? He's going to take an extra cube off here because for 1 move he can go from this center to this one. That's 1 move. 2 moves to get to Paris, 3 and 4, 2 actions, boom. So he would be able to take an extra cube off there. I keep forgetting you can jump from one disease center to another for 1 action. Alright, that was very quickly Clive. He's going to be now grabbing a couple cards. Alright, Clive gets a couple of cards, and yes, there are 5 epidemic cards in this deck, and they're all bad. So he gets Tehran to go with Cairo, so that's at least something, but we have an epidemic. Oh my god. Move the infection marker rate 1 space forward. Yes, of course we want to do that, because why wouldn't we? Yes, and so it begins again. This then moves here. We're still only drawing 2 cards, though. Ooh, and now we got to look at the rest of this horrible card. Alright, we're continuing on with the horrible card. And next, draw the bottom card from the infection deck and put 3 cubes on that city and discard that card. Ooh. Alright, bottom card of the deck, and it is New York City. Ooh, New York's getting 3 blue cubes on it, and that gets discarded. Ooh, that's nasty. Nasty business. And what's even nastier is the rest of this card. Intensify, shuffle the cards in the infection discard pile. Put them on top of the infection deck. Yeah. Okay. That's bad. Alright. So we're going to be doing that. So we're going to be taking these. We're going to be giving them a shuffle. And we're going to be putting them on top of the deck. Ooh. This is not what we want, is it? Not at all. Alright, okay. Section. Ooh, okay. Well, here we go. I did not draw 2 cubes at the end of Trevor's turn, did I? I think I forgot to do that. Oh God! I think I forgot to do that. Yeah, I forgot to infect cities. Oh, so hang on. I'm gonna have to infect cities before we get doing Clive here. So just hang on a second. So yes, at the end of Trevor's turn, after he grabbed his 2 cards, yes, we were supposed to infect cities. So these each get a cube on them. Mumbai is going to get 1, and that's going to go in with the discard pile. Yes, I've forgotten how to play the game already, and it's been, what, a month. Mumbai gets 1. Ooh, city's rioting. That's terrible. And another one is Tehran. Gets a Malak cube, and that's right there. Ooh, now we take all of these and we give them a good shuffle and put them on top. And then we're going to be pulling 2 and adding a cube. Oh my goodness. This is how the game works, and this is how we get in trouble really fast. Okay, did I shuffle this enough? I'm concerned. Do we have any area that has no area? Oh, New York's got 3. Oh man, we could have an outbreak right here, depending on shuffles. Okay, there we go. Ooh, on top. And now we pull 2 for the end of Clive's turn after he's got his cards. And we get Los Angeles. Oh dear. Los Angeles does not have any on it right now. I'm just going to put one over here. You can't quite see it, but Trevor already cleaned Los Angeles up. So that's not bad. And the next one that gets 1 is Kinshasa, which is right here. And that is also not terrible. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, now that we figured that out, up next is Vicky. So Vicky's here, of course, at the research center. She's got Chennai, San Francisco. She's got 4 actions, and we're going to figure out what she's going to do with her turn. Alright, we do not want any outbreaks. We're going to try our best to not have any. So Vicky is the blue player. She's going to go from this resource center to this research center, not resource. That's her first action, and then her second action is to go to Washington, third to New York, fourth is to remove a disease cube from New York. Now Nowhere has 3. That was super quick. Now she grabs her 2 cards, and I don't think it can be an epidemic. I think there's 1 in like every 10 cards or something. There's like a 50 cards index somewhere in there. And we do have an action. We can put quarantine markers on cities, but we don't need to at the moment. All right, let's have her draw 2 cards. All right, that was very quickly Vicky's turn. She's going to draw 2 cards, and she gets New York and Mexico City. So she's going to add New York to San Francisco, Mexico City. And you can have, I believe, 7 cards in your hand, if I'm not mistaken. She's got 4, so we're good to go there. She only needs 4. I wonder if she should be meeting up with Trevor and exchanging some blue cards in certain cities. It's an idea. Alright, well, we have to infect cities now, if you look at the little turn order, which I kind of messed up. Yeah, we can discard to subcard. Infect cities, so we have to pull 2 and add a cube to each one. And this is always the nerve-wracking part. The first one is going to be, wow, New York. Ooh! Okay, New York gets a cube, but no outbreak, because now there's 3 there. Okay. So we dodged that one, and our second one is Paris. Oh, wow. Okay, so Paris also gets a blue. This blue disease is pretty nasty. All right, up last for episode today is Claire. She's the generalist, has 5 actions. If she had started her turn in the same city as Trevor, she'd have 6 actions, but she doesn't. And yes, we have to remember that between Clive and Vicky, whenever they discard a card, the other one can discard 2 cards to pick that card up. So we'll probably save that for the special cards. All right, we have Claire here, the generalist. She has 5 actions to figure out what it is she wants to do and where she wants to go. Okay, I think she's just going to go 1 to Cairo, 2 to Algiers, 3 she will remove a cube off Algiers, 4 she's going to move to Paris, and 5 she will remove one of the cubes from Paris that just came on the board. And that very quickly then is Claire's turn. And yep, now it is time for her to pull a couple cards. Alright, she gets a couple cards off of the deck, and she gets Tokyo and Tapai, which are incurable, untreatable, and wow, it's not really very useful except to fly there, but then and maybe put some quarantine tokens on something. Alright, well, she's got 4 cards. Now it's time to infect cities, so we draw a couple more cities, add a cube, disease cube to each one. Alright, disease cube time. City number 1 will be Algiers. Is going to get a black, a disease cube, and that's, now there's 2 on there. She just took 1 off, and now the last one is Chennai, another black one, and that's, wow, in a city that is level 1, which is it's unstable, but it's not a problem. Mumbai is rioting. To move into Mumbai, no direct flights in or out, existing research stations destroyed, and no new research stations can be built. You can walk into a city that's rioting, but you cannot fly in there. No direct charter flights. And that is going to end off our episode for today. So far, no outbreaks. And I shouldn't have said that because now, of course, it's just going to all go right down the toilet in the next episode. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, and likes. This is Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're into February, and now we have the red disease is completely untreatable and completely incurable. But we do have something up our sleeve now. We can put quarantine tokens on cities, and it just means no cubes will be added to the city. The quarantine token would just be removed if that is going to happen. So we'll see if we need to do that later on in the month of February. So thanks so much. I'll see you next time for the continuation. Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're into February.